There are 15 weapons found in New World right now if you consider the sword and shield to be two different weapons. Amazon made some interesting design choices when they designed the new 1 to 25 leveling experience. The most interesting design decision is that the two starter zones are not created equal. Monarch's Bluff provides more weapon choice than Windsward's start. The sequence and manner of the weapons that are guaranteed are different between the two zones. Some of the weapons are found in places that you can't miss while progressing through the zones, while some of the weapons appear to be deliberately hidden. One weapon, the Hatchet, is not available in either starting zone and must be crafted, purchased at the trading post, or just found through sheer random chance from one of the few supply crates provided in the starting zone. Let's dive into the details. Zone differences. To start with, in both starter zones, you start with the sword. So if sword and shields are your weapons of choice, you're in luck. You start with the sword, and a shield is the first weapon that you are guaranteed to run across in either Monarch's Bluff or Windsward. Notice how many of the weapons are not available by default if you start in Windsward. Very interesting design choice. Also, I should note that the musket is not found in the Windsward starter zone, but is provided as one of the early quest rewards as soon as you get to Windsward. So while it is provided, you will miss out on all of the weapons XP generated from the starter zone. I am a big fan of the various map sites that provide maps for Eternum on the internet. As far as I know though, right now, none of them are tracking where you can find the starter weapons for the new leveling experience at this time. Now let's take a look specifically at the Monarch's Bluff start. As you can see on this map, Amazon has provided 13 of the 15 weapons for those who start in Monarch's Bluff. 2 of the weapons are provided as quest rewards within the starter zone, the spear and the blunderbuss. So if those are your weapons of choice, you're in luck. Just follow the quest chain and you will absolutely end up with one in your bag before you leave the zone. 5 of the weapons, the shield, the rapier, the greatsword, the fire staff, and the musket, have been placed in locations that are hard to miss during a typical run through the zone. 2 of the weapons, the life staff and the great axe, can be found in locations along the main route, but, in my opinion, could be missed by players in a hurry. The bow and the ice gauntlet are both in position that make them easy to bypass. So if those are your weapons of choice, take note of where they are on the map and be sure to pick them up. The void gauntlet appears to have been deliberately hidden, as there really is no way to accidentally run across the void gauntlet unless you're being extra thorough in exploring the zone or have someone tell you where to look. The 2 weapons you are not provided with the Monarch's Bluff start are the hammer and the hatchet. If you want to use these weapons, you're going to have to hope you get one as a random drop from a storage chest in the starter zone, or you can craft one or buy one off the trading post once you get to town. On a fresh start server, there may be a pretty limited selection in the trading post when you first arrive in Monarch's Bluff. Now let's see what it will look like to find these weapons while you're actually playing through the starter zone. I've sped up this clip to only focus on the weapons. If you're interested in seeing a full run of the Monarch's Bluff starting zone with tips, tricks, and secrets, please check out my Twitch stream and YouTube channel for full-length, real-time runs. When you start, you'll have a sword equipped, so you're good to go from the beginning, at least in a basic sense. Soon the quest giver will send you to eliminate 5 zombie pirates. Once you get to the first area, you'll see 2 guaranteed weapons, the shield and the rapier. Since you will probably defeat the prerequisite 5 zombie pirates pretty quickly, most people will turn around and run right back to the quest giver. If, however, you are interested in using a bow as your weapon, you'll want to jump up on this ship and grab the bow before you return to the quest giver. The next weapon you receive, you'll get as a quest reward. I'm going to fast forward through everything up to the point where you get the spear. And there it is. When you pick up the next segment of the quest chain, you'll see that you will receive a blunderbuss for doing Grace's bidding. Before you get that blunderbuss, however, you're going to run across the fire staff. It's easy to miss the fire staff because the bright blue quest target tends to draw your attention. If you want to start with a fire staff, stay away from the light momentarily, and be sure to grab the staff before you make your way to the quest objective. On the ledge next to the second quest objective, you'll find the musket. For some reason, this one stands out for me, even with the distracting blue quest objective right there. If you like the musket, you can grab it now. If you are not interested in the life staff, at this point, you can recall to the watchtower and save a bunch of running. However, if you do want to start with the life staff, you need to run back to the watchtower and pick up the life staff along the way. Its glow seems to kind of wash out, and it's easy to miss for me with my attention being focused on the watchtower. Now that we're back at the watchtower, you finally get your promised blunderbuss. At this point, the quest giver sends you to clean some corruption out of a cave. With the focus on the quest giver, it can be easy to miss the great axe here in the boat near the quest giver. Just backtrack a bit and pick it up. Now we get to the hidden bit. The Void Gauntlet can be reached in 2 ways, but the earliest method is to jump up on this beam so that you can finally see the Void Gauntlet nicely laid out on a picnic blanket for some reason. With the Void Gauntlet tucked away in your bag, now you jump down and enter the cave proper. There's a short path and a long path. Take the left road to get to the boss quickly and get on with your questing. If, however, you want to use the Ice Gauntlet, you need to take the slightly longer path, which allows you to pick up an extra storage chest and the Ice Gauntlet itself. That's all of the guaranteed drops. There is a random weapons chest here, so if you're looking for the hatchet or the hammer, you have a small chance of picking one up from this crate. The other path to the Void Gauntlet is to jump off the ledge over there. I recommend using Recall to Watchtower at this point to cut out some wasted running time. That's all for Monarch's Bluff. If you're interested in the weapons of Windsward, please be sure to look for that video on my YouTube channel.